Heroes in a half shell, turtle power. 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 Heroes in a half shell, turtle power.
Hello my fiery friends, welcome to another awesome and fiery fun stream. I'm your host the Infernoman here, and hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you are at. Alright, so back-to-back streams once again for the weekend everyone, but what are we playing today? Well, we're going to have something a little bit on the spicier side today regarding something we've played a lot in the past. But what does that even mean? Well, I'm glad you asked. So without further ado, we're just going to jump into right now and show you exactly what we're going to be playing today. So join me today in the Pioneer format for a deck that's built around another one of the more interesting characters from the series. Casey Jones here is leading Rakdos Madness in his own version of it. So, as always, we'll go over the stats of the deck like we always do. We'll then cover every single card in the deck and our strategy. Then we'll take the deck into the Pioneer format. We'll play some best of one. And if you do like the deck, we're going to take this deck to the next level halfway through the stream and show you how you can make it even stronger than it currently is if you do like what we're trying to do. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's jump into the stats of the deck, because longtime viewers of the channel know how we do it. We got to talk about the stats of the deck before we dive right in. So, Casey's Madness here. A Rakdos deck, as I mentioned, means it's going to be black and red. Average mana curve looks a little bit on the high side at 2.5, but actually we do have a little bit of a leeway with it, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. In terms of creatures, we're rocking 14 creatures in the deck. We have 12 instants, 4 sorceries, 4 artifacts, 4 enchantments, and 22 lands. So, the whole deck is going to be focused on a new card we got, of course, from Ninja Turtles, which is, of course, Casey Jones Vigilante. So, we'll actually highlight him first. It says right here that Casey Jones is a human berserker, 4/3, pretty good stats actually, good aggro card. When he enters, you draw 3 cards, and at the beginning of your next upkeep, you discard 3 cards at random. So that's where he gets a little bit on the dicey side. I know a lot of players out there don't like the idea that their cards can get discarded and that could be random. So he is very high risk, but he also can be high reward. So first off, just talking about it basically, 3 mana to draw 3 cards, that's actually a really good rate, especially for red. But at the same time, you got to try to find a way to minimize that discard. But we'll show you ways of how you can kind of take advantage of that in just a moment. So with this plan in mind, we're going to build around this with that. And then we want to have cards that kind of benefit from the discard. So we're going to start off in the 1-drop slot here with Marauding Mako. Or is it Mako or Mako? I guess it's a Mako Shark, but I don't know. We'll go with Mako, okay? Words are hard. Any case, so Shark Pirate here, 1/1. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, you put that many +1/+1 counters on this creature. So little by little, our one drop here will get bigger and bigger. If you don't need them at any point, like in the mid game, you can always just cycle them away, then just draw a new card. So that's actually kind of a nice little bonus for us there. In the 2-drop slot is where things get more fun for us. So we're going to be utilizing here Bitter Triumph. This is one of our spot removal cards. You either pay 3 life or you discard a card. So that, of course, triggers off Marauding Mako here. And then we can use this to get rid of creatures or planeswalkers. A new card also that came to us from Lorwyn that also I think is pretty sweet for our deck, Iron Shield Elf. So it's an Elf Warrior, 3/1, so good aggro stats. If you want to, you can discard a card at instant speed to give this creature indestructible until end of turn. However, you will have to tap it. The good news about that, however, is you can actually tap it down as you're already swinging. So either way, you can still give it indestructible, which is actually nice. Also, what's nice about this is there's no limitation on how many cards you can discard with Iron Shield Elf. So you can trigger off a lot of buffs with him if you actually are willing to throw away a lot of your cards. Speaking of also discard, another payoff for our deck is going to be Cam and Ferric Havoc Duo. I think this is, what is it? I think this is the Green Goblin card from the Spider-Man set. I don't know. In any case, we're working with Omen Paths here, so just work with me here. It's a Goblin Human Villain, 1/2, flying and haste. Anytime you discard a card, Cam and Ferric will get a +2 power boost until end of turn. So with this and discarding a bunch of cards, even 3 cards from, say, Casey Jones here. So 3 cards off of both of these give them, that would be 3 counters on Marauding Mako. Cam and Ferric would mean they would get a 6+ buff, making it a 7/2 from 3 cards from Casey. This is actually going to be a massive swing if it allows to go through. But to make sure we get a little bit more value out of the deck, we're going to throw in also another card from the set, which is Cool But Rude. So whenever you attack, you could discard a card. And if you do, you draw a card. However, the real reason why you want this is you want to pump it up to level 2. Whenever you discard a card, this class will deal 2 damage to each opponent. So you could, in theory, with Casey Jones out, and on the beginning of your next turn, could do up to 6 damage just from his trigger alone. Something I forgot to mention with this card that's actually really cool about it is, let's say your opponent does manage to destroy it after it hits the battlefield. You still get to draw your 3 cards, and also his secondary ability will trigger off no matter what. So you still get the buffs either way. So you actually don't need Casey to even stick around just to at least get your power bonus. Now, we want to get a couple of extra payoffs for discarding cards, so that's where our Madness cards come to play. We have Alms of the Vein and Fiery Temper. By triggering off Fiery Temper here, you can only then pay, however, 1 for the Madness cost. So for those that have forgotten, Madness simply means that if you discard the card, you then exile it, and then when you do, you can then cast it for the Madness cost instead, and then put it into your graveyard. So, in other words, Fiery Temper here, instead of 3 damage for 3 mana, you're doing 3 damage for 1 mana for the Madness cost, and Alms in the Veins here keeps us alive because at sorcery speed, you can then discard, draining your opponent for 3 life, and you can gain 3 life also for 1 mana. So that's actually a really amazing rate if we can just make sure everything goes off. For one final payoff for the deck, we're going to utilize here Monument to Endurance. I love this card, and it's actually fantastic for the deck, and it works really well. Whenever you discard a card, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. You can either draw a card, you can create a treasure token for ramping, or you can make an opponent lose 3 life. So with all of these cards synergistically in play, you can then do a ton and then trigger off basically everything with Monument to Endurance if Casey Jones manages to hit the battlefield. So that means you can get a ton of value every time you're using these cards. And then one final payoff for the deck is going to be Big Score here. Tony Barnes, hello, good morning, my fire friend. How you doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at, and thanks for joining us on the chat. You're just in time right here as we're talking about our latest deck here for Magic the Gathering. So thanks again for stopping by. Okay, where was I at? Okay, so the final card in the 4-drop slot is going to be Big Score here. So it doesn't really provide anything specific for the deck, except just helping us churn through our deck and just making sure we can keep drawing cards. So Big Score here, you discard a card for 4 mana, draw 2 cards, create your treasure token. So pseudo ramp, filtering through our deck and just making sure we get everything. It does look a little expensive at 4 mana, but considering how much more we can get off of treasures with Monument to Endurance and everything like that, and also the card draw, we should have no problem filtering through our deck to make sure we can hit our land drops with the way our deck is designed. Now, going into, of course, the land base, as I mentioned, we are a budget deck to start. So that means we're going to utilize 6 swamps and 11 mountains. Excuse me, guys. Oh, that was gross. Okay, so with this, we'll also utilize here Foreboding Ruins. So Foreboding Ruins technically is a rare in paper, but in Arena, it isn't uncommon. So again, we're going to take advantage of that for our budget deck today. I mean, even if you put it into your deck as a paper rare, I mean, this card's like, what, 25 cents? So, I mean, it's a bulk rare, so it's also still budget friendly. And then finally, our last rare in the deck is going to be Gyre Reach Sanitarium here. It's legendary land. You can then pay this to then make every player draw a card and discard a card. So if you need to and you're just kind of like, you know, sputtering your wheels, you can simply just use this to help just keep filtering through your deck. Still triggers off everything, so this is actually pretty decent for us if you really just need to, you know, just kind of force your opponent's hand and your own. Now finally, with the sideboard here, Going into it, if you do want to play this in best of 3, we can use here Clinged Dust. So one of our few graveyard hate options, since we do tend to discard a ton of cards, we could take advantage of the escape mechanic just to make sure we can just start exiling cards from our opponent's graveyard, gain some life, or draw some cards depending on what we then pull off. We actually do have more graveyard hate with Soul Guide Lantern if you need something more immediate and you need to exile an entire graveyard in a pinch. For more spot removal, we can use Lightning Axe here. So say, for example, you don't need Fiery Temper, and you just need something to hit bigger creatures with. Utilize this. Untimely Malfunction here is also kind of good for us. Although it doesn't really trigger off any of the discard game plan here, it still helps us again with certain things. It's either Artifact Hate, or you can use it to then retarget a spell to then, and its ability to otherwise other targets to just get it out of the way. Or just simply use it to make 1 or 2 creatures that can't block for a turn, so that means we could push through damage. Miasmic Mist, also from Omen Paths here, is a 3-mana spell that says all creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. However, if you pay the Mayhem cost, which is similar to Madness, timing restrictions do apply. You can then pay 4 mana, which is more expensive, but they can make only your opponent's creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. So this is our Pseudo Wrath. Withering Torment here is mostly for creature and enchantment hate. And then finally, to round out our package, Vengeful Possession. If we're in situations where we just don't want to deal with destroying our opponent's stuff, or maybe we don't want death triggers to go off, use this instead to gain control of the creature, discard a card, which of course triggers off everything, and draw a card. So that is now our whole game plan, everyone. But is this game plan good? Is Casey Jones going to be too much of a risk factor for this version of Madness? Well, there's only one way to find out. So let's go ahead, let's take this, of course, into the Pioneer format. Let's play some best of 1, and let's see how well this deck can do. All right, so we'll go into Pioneer Ranked. Honestly, though, Pioneer Ranked has been kind of a crapshoot for me recently, just because every time I try to rank up, I end up losing like a ton. I don't know what it is. I just feel like I've been unlucky this season when it comes to ranking up. But we'll see how well we do today. We'll see. Let's get ready for our first opponent. Geektopia 101. Need a victim to try it out on? Well, I appreciate you volunteering, but if you want to, I mean, just hang back and relax for now. If you do want to play maybe some games, if we have time near the end of the stream, if you want to try out and fight against the deck, at least you can kind of get like a bit of a game plan to strategize against me if you choose to stick around and watch. But yeah, let me know. We'll see. We'll see if we can make time for that later on. Appreciate you at the end volunteering for that if you want to be a guinea pig. But for now, though, let's go ahead. Let's face off against our first opponent. So let's see. Got the Iron Shield Elf, Bitter Triumph for removal, Kameniferric for some immediate damage, and we also have Cool But Rude. So, not too bad, right? We do have our aggressive game plan ready to go. Opponent is also playing Rakdos because they got Rakdos Theater. Oh, great. We got Casey Jones in hand. So, all we just need to do is we need 2 pips with Casey Jones and actually to pull off our shenanigans here. We got the Terminus. Okay. Huh. Oh, they're playing Isolated Chapel. It's a Mardu deck? Interesting. All right. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Dan Splendid, good morning, my fire friend. Thanks again for joining us today. How are you doing today? Hopefully having a wonderful day wherever you're at. And yeep, our opponent just played United Battlefront. Okay. What do they get? They got Poetic Ingenuity and Tyrion's Journal. Huh. I'm not sure what kind of deck they're trying to play, but okay. We'll see what our opponent's trying to do here. Not sure of their strategy yet, but I guess we can use now these turns to kind of set ourselves up as well. Okay. So, we got the monuments. We do have Cool But Rude, so we do have everything we need to trigger off everything. All we just need to do is actually just start swinging. And hopefully we should be able to push through damage. Oh, we got the Perilous Snare. Alright, well, what do they take away? That stinks. Okay, Cool But Rude is gone, but that's okay. Okay, we got dual monuments here. Are we that greedy? Are we going to be that greedy? I guess we might as well try. If our opponent is using Perilous Snare, I assume they have more Artifact Hate. So, we'll see. We'll see. Jason Girk here, also joining us on the chat. How you doing today, my fire friend? Thanks again for joining us, and hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. They're playing the Munitions Weapons Manufacturer. Okay, okay. I get it now. Okay, well, thanks for the clarity on that. I totally forgot about that card for a second. Wait. How could I forget that card? It's actually one of my favorites from Edge of Eternities. Literally, I do love playing that card whenever I can. But okay, appreciate that. Okay, so they're using Terran's Journal. They're sacrificing. Okay, so here's our turn where we need to really start doing some stuff here. So, Kameniferric. And then Iron Shield Elf. We'll do some damage now. They do have tokens, which are going to be a little scary, but that's okay. See how this goes. Poetic Ingenuity again. All right. They're pumping. Those cards are going to be a bit of a threat to us. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, they make dinosaurs. Okay. Whenever a dinosaur they control attacks, they make a treasure. Okay. All right, we'll see. Can we get around this plan before it's too late? Casey is our payoff. Okay, so they will make a ton of dinosaurs and treasures. Okay. Wait it out for a second here. We can take the damage for a turn. Down to 6. Okay, we'll start your engines at 3. Okay, opponents. They then discard an X10. Or actually, 9. Ugh. So they're digging deep. What are they going to pull out? What are they getting? I wish I know. Right, maybe we'll find out right here, because they got a ton of treasures, too. Duskgrow's Reliquary. Okay, so that means what? We lose the Monument to Endurance? Or what do we lose? What are we losing? I'm guessing it has to be... Oh, Iron Shield Elf. Okay. So Iron Shield Elf goes bye-bye. Okay. We have Cool But Rude again. So, Casey Jones. We draw 3. Let's see. Not much else we can really do here. We're just going to have to... Let's see, we have to hunker down, don't we? Okay. So, no attacks. Did we lose here? Maybe... yeah, we probably lost. Okay. Well, we tried to set ourselves up, but I guess we got a little too... greedy there. It's okay. Oh, they got the Perilous Snare. All right, for sure we're dead. All right. Well, it's okay, everyone. We got a little greedy there, but that's okay. Trying to set ourselves up there was a bit of a gamble, but it's okay. We can always just play and continue on. We only just got started, so not a huge deal. It's all good. Casey is H damage next turn. Yeah, it would have been a massive swing, but our opponent was making tokens way too fast for us to keep up with. Even if I just let the damage through, we could block, like, what? I think that best there, that would have been 2 creatures blocked, so that would have been, what? 2, 3 dinosaurs down, but they had too many tokens. Not to mention the Corey Steelcutter also would have just overrun us anyway with too many prowess tokens. That's okay, it's okay. We will get it off. I know we will get off the combo. Don't worry, it's going to happen today. I know we can get off this combo. All right, starting small here. Marauding Mako. Mako or Mako? I'm pretty sure it's Mako, because it's supposed to be a Mako shark. Okay, Cammon Ferric. Okay, that's cute. Gyre Reach Sanitarium. So opponent probably is not going to block here, so we'll get some early damage. So let's see, is it going to be Elves, or is it going to be the mono green ramp mid-range pile? Right, the Shoop Up. Okay, it's a landfall deck? Okay. Oh, no land? Okay, well that actually helps us out a bit here. So, we swing here. Let's trigger off Gyre Reach Sanitarium. We came here to do some discarding, everybody, so we'll throw away big score. Nice. So we'll get some good damage here. No matter what they throw away, it won't matter. That might help out our opponent a bit, because they might have been able to draw their land. But we'll see. 5 damage is pretty good. And also we have Casey Jones next turn. Frenzy Baloth, okay. Can't be countered, but we don't care. Okay, so I see what they're trying to do here. So they waited a turn to make sure they get the landfall trigger for Frenzied Baloth. Okay? That does put them behind a land, but we'll see if that actually hurts us. Okay, let's give this a shot here. We came here for Casey Jones, everyone. Let's see. Come on, Casey. Give us some cards. We draw a ton here. Nice. Okay. We will get our swings in. Okay, that softens up our opponent hopefully enough now we should be able to then close it out next turn. Saws a Chocobo, okay. That's cute. Bristly Bill. Okay, so for sure the good news at least about a mono green deck like theirs is we don't have to worry about any life gain here. And also we don't have to worry about anything regarding spot removal. So sky should be clear here. Alright. As long as our deck doesn't betray us. Let's see, okay. Go to 6. Okay. Did we win here? Okay, look at all those triggers, everyone. Alright, first off. Madness. There we go. And there we go, everyone. So, you know what? Alms of the Veins. Big swing here. Doesn't matter what they even do. We already have enough in hand. We have the Alms of the Veins. And we've already got the win. Sure, opponent. Go ahead, block. Go ahead and block. You know what? Actually... yeah, we'll do the Alms of the Veins win. Down to 1. And we'll finish them off with that. There you go, everyone. Victory goes to us.
Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power.
Yeah. All right. That's our win. Did we get our fun out of that? Yeah, we surely did. Okay. So there we go, everybody. Not the crazy explosive turn, but we still did pretty good there. Even with Casey randomly throwing away cards, we usually have just enough in hand where we can afford to have Casey just toss away whatever. And usually we should be able to at least get a couple of our Madness cards to trigger off. So there we go. Oh, sorry about that. Ugh. This cough will never leave me. I've had this cough now back and forth for like, I don't know, almost like 2 months now. Okay. Let's see if we can get this going. Let's lock this in, everyone. If we can get some more wins today. I can feel it. We're going to do really great. Okay. But, oh. Ooh, sorry. My nose right now. Okay. Okay. Try and keep this focus here. Okay. Mako first turn. We did get Casey Jones again, so again, all we just need to do is just get that third land drop, and we should be solid here. Okay, can we pull this off? Once again. Hopeless Nightmare. Oh. I mean, not quite the way we want to lose a card, but I guess we'll do that. That does pump up the Mako, so we'll take it. Okay. Ferric. Once again, getting that early game damage down to 17. So if our opponent is a discard deck, ironically, that helps us out a lot. Because that means that we will get our pumps in wherever we can. But we also got to worry about things triggering for them. Okay, Gifted Etherborn. A little annoying, but not the worst for us. Okay, so let's get into our massive swing again. Draw 3. Big draw there. Okay. Only Ferric can swing. Down to 16. So, Gifted Etherboard can get Casey Jones out of the way, which is, again, annoying. Not the worst, though. The only thing that is a little risky here is we actually do want... okay. So, no matter what we throw away here, we're going to lose our whole hand, aren't we? But, okay. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Because next turn, Casey will discard the rest of our cards. But, we do get some pump here. So, it's not bad. Okay. Opponents. This is also one of the downsides about having Ferric on a budget. He gets explosively strong. And you can see here, we get a massive amount of buffs here. But we also kind of run an awkward risk. So, okay, big swing. Obviously, they're going to block the Mako. Painfully obvious. Oh, Casey Jones? Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, well, I guess we'll just do this then. Thanks, opponents. Okay, that's 14. That means 15, 16, 17. That's Exacxies. But we do know that they're still going to get some life back with the Etherborn. Why didn't they block the Mako? Wouldn't that have been less damage to them? I mean, I don't mind losing Casey. That's fine. They go to 2. So they need 2 pieces of spot removal or a Wrath right now to stop us. Do they have it? Usually discard doesn't have it, but okay. I guess we'll see right now. Oh, they do have the Wrath. Ugh. Well, that's annoying, but okay. Alright, plan B it is. Monument to Endurance and a Swamp. Okay. If they cannot gain life next turn, we can still win. We still got this down. Even if they blew up all of our creatures, Monument to Endurance provides us another way to victory. Okay, opponents. Gifted Etherborn. They can't gain the life this turn. So they didn't have Shielder. That's good. Okay. We got him. Victory. We'll throw away... I can even throw away the Alms of the Veins just to guarantee our win. Yes! We did it! We did it! I'm sorry about it. You can gain life here if you can, but it won't stop the victory we're going to achieve right now. So we can make our opponent lose 3 life. And the Alms of Veins would have secured our victory and guaranteed us that win. Alright, we did it once again. Nice! The madness paid off. The madness paid off. Okay. Okay, cool. Deck feels pretty good so far. We did have a bit of a clunky first game there, but that's okay. 2 wins so far. Looking good. Okay, so as we prepare our next game, I do want to ask everyone a question. So, how's everyone been doing so far? How has your weekend been, everyone? Y'all been having fun? Hopefully having good weather wherever you're at. Let me know in the comments below, everyone, about how things have been for you wherever you're watching. All right, let's get this going again. Locking it in.
It's time to
Yeah. All right. Okay. Awesome. So, let's see here. Got 2 Coolbot Roots. Got Casey Jones. But these won't trigger off unless we attack. So, interesting one here. So, we'll play the Foreboding Ruins. We will reveal our mountain. That's okay. See your previous message? Wait, what previous message? Den Splendid, I don't think I saw your previous message there, so I apologize if I don't. I don't see anything. Okay. I'm sure you'll help me out in a moment there. Foreboding Ruins again. Submit. Cool but rude. Okay, opponents? Alright, so, got the cool but rude to go off. Okay. No way out. Alright. Well, we're going to be discarding cards here, but okay. Cool but rude. Mountain. Discard 2 cards. We get a token off of that, which is annoying, but that's okay. It's not the worst. So, we'll tick up cool but rude. So, if our opponent's going to make us discard cards, at least we can get some damage off of that. Okay. Watery Grave. Go blank. Okay. Alright, opponents. Fine. I guess we're just going to do this then. We discard. Okay. But we ping our opponents. The madness does work, so there we go. Okay. We're still getting some damage in. 5th message in the Twitch chat. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, I mean, I don't know why the Twitch thing is not popping up, Den Splendid. I do apologize for that. Let's see. Hold on one second. Draw 3 cards with Casey Jones. Get our swamp. Okay. So at least now we have a little bit of leeway here. Yeah, I'm sorry, Den Splendid. I don't see anything. I don't know if maybe my configuration's wrong or something is goofy on me. Would you be so kind as to put it up at the YouTube chat? I don't know why the other chats are not popping up. Sorry. I'm trying to pull it up on my phone here to see on the side. Okay, Casey Jones will discard 3. Okay. So we get some damage here, which is nice. Ping our opponent for 6, which is great. And then the madness on top of that gets us another 3 damage. So it's working. It's working. Okay. Does our opponent have spot removal? They need spot removal right now or they will lose on this turn. Opponents? Children's Edict. Okay, so they do have an option here. Okay. Okay, Monument to Endurance. That's good. Opponent, do you have anything else? Even if they make us discard now for sure they will lose. We can then Cycle Ray the Mako, and we'll get it. Okay, come on, opponents. You have 1 turn to stop us. Wait, not enough anticipation. Okay, that's cute, but we got you here, opponents. So with that, Cycle the Mako. Make our opponent lose 3 life. Ping, ping, and there we go. The victory once again. We managed to get that going there. Yeah!
Heroes in a half shell. Turtle
Thank you
power.
once again, everyone. We got that win in nice and clean. All right. I don't think our opponent didn't really do anything there, but hey, I'll take it. I'll take that win. Let's see. 319's finest. This deck looks super fun. Discard in the meta will go away quick if this keeps winning. You're right. Yeah. To be honest, though, ironically, I actually built this deck because I've been kind of frustrated because realistically, I've been trying to rank up, and every deck I've been facing, it doesn't matter if I've been playing Azorius Control. I've been playing my mono red aggro decks. I've been playing also life gain and everything else in the middle, and I keep losing to discard decks. I don't know why. I've been facing against like 80% of my matches in testing have been discard decks, and it's honestly been very, very frustrating. So that's actually what actually kind of inspired me to then build this deck. I was like, you know what? I need something that's anti-discard, something that helps us benefit from it. And I realized, wait, we got Cool But Rude. We do have Monument to Endurance. And Casey Jones, I thought, was like, you know what? I think we could pull this off. Technically, with the way I built the deck, you probably could build it for Standard. But I was like, wait, we haven't played Pioneer in a while on stream. Why not we try to build this for this? So that's actually what motivated me to push this out. Have you tried the mono white warp deck? Oh, I have not. We can give that a shot. Yeah, at some point. All right, we'll swing. We will discard. What do we discard? Probably throw away the big score. Okay, draw a card. There we go. Yeah, down to 18. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Nice. Great way to counter the meta. Yeah, again, I've been very frustrated and annoyed with discard decks lately. So this actually is a nice little way to give us a bit of fresh air. And actually is working pretty well right now. Okay, what do we discard here? I guess we can throw away the extra monument. We don't need two. Okay, draw another card. Okay, and this also helps us, of course, churn through our deck to make sure we get our land drops. All right, opponents, 6 damage. Okay, they will block. That's good. They do draw at least one card. Small price to pay, but not a huge deal. Okay, so next turn, Monument to Endurance comes in, and we can refuel. Ooh. Ugh, that's annoying. But at least the Mako survives. So, opponent. Okay, so we did get our mountain, which is great. So from here, all right, we swing. Let's see, I guess we'll discard the Bitter Triumph for now. Draw another card. Okay. We will make a treasure token. Okay, down our opponent to 11. Okay, looking good. And then from here, we'll go to level 2. Cool But Rude, doing its thing. Okay. We are making progress, but our opponent still has a full hand, so I'm still a little wary. Okay, Foreboding Ruins doesn't help us now, but it can eventually. Okay, so here we go. Can we do this here? Okay, we will discard the Iron Shield. Actually, we'll discard the Iron Shield Elf. Draw another card. We will draw a card off of that. Put a counter on the Mako. Draw another card. Okay, we did get Casey. But we also are going to now use Big Score here. We want to make sure we can just keep the momentum going. Make a treasure. Draw 2. Make more treasures. Opponents. Okay, so they do block here. All right. Looking good. Sure, they draw a card off of that, but also what's nice about this is even now, Casey pretty much comes in and guarantees us a victory. Even if they blow up Casey right here now, it won't matter because we get the trigger either way. Draw 3 cards, and there you go. Opponents, you have to blow up the Monument to Endurance or the Cool But Rude to stop us, or both. Do you have what it takes? Legion Archive. Okay, that doesn't do it. Discard 3 cards. It doesn't even matter because our victory is secure here and now. All right, all right. Nice. Wow, we finally ranked up. God, I've been stuck at like Platinum 4 for like a week. So it just feels so nice to actually finally get out of it. Even if I'm going to lose the next couple games, I'm just so glad I got out of it there. Okay. Ooh, that felt kind of gross. All right. So far so good. We've been doing it. We have been making progress here, so that has been nice. Okay. Let's see. Dense Planet. I'll just give my too long and didn't read to my previous. You got bombarded with bomber drones and ballistic missiles till 5 a.m. I felt it vibrating visibly, and now I'm sick and scared. Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry about that, Dense Planet. I forget that where you are right now, you're in a dangerous area. So, I wish I could do more to help you out, Dense Planet. But, again, please make sure you are safe out there. I know where you're at right now. And I just hope that you're going to be okay. I appreciate you being here with me today. I don't know if you being here with me helps ease what's going on. I know I can't really, again, do much. But if you need to, you can just reach out to me whenever you can. You know how to find me. I mean, you can reach out to me if you can on Discord or anything like that. Just please make sure you are okay where you are, man. Make sure you secure yourself. Make sure you are safe. And if you need to, again, leave at any time if you have to take care of your personal self and the people you love. Please make sure you are taking care of yourself, man. I'm hoping that things will get better for you. I really do. Okay? Let me know again if you need my support for anything that you're doing, my man. Okay? Just make sure you're okay. 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 Sorry, guys. Just making sure he's okay. Oh, our opponent also conceded there. Okay. Well, sorry about that, opponents. We weren't there right now because I was talking to a friend, so I guess he just kind of gave us a bit of a free win. Okay. It does ease me, and currently the coast is clear. Okay. Well, that's good for now. Once again, I don't consider myself that much of a religious fireball, if you will, but again, I'll leave thoughts and prayers for you where I can from here. I know that doesn't seem like it can do much for you, but again, I do hope you'll have a much more secure and safer time where you're at. And dang, I kind of feel bad. I really wish I could do more for you, but if being here at least with me today helps make you feel more at ease, then I will do what I can to try to at least put on a good show for you, just to make sure we can at least have a little bit of more of a happier moment. But again, let me know if you need me, my man. Okay. Okay. Seriousness aside, show's got to go on, so we will see if we can try to make sure we can try to maintain positivity for Dense Planet here, everyone. We won't have to disclose too much. And again, for those of you that watch with me a lot, Dense Planet, of course, is in an area that can be very hostile, so I just want to make sure he's doing okay. So I don't mean to derail things too much, everyone, on stream, but again, I always take moments out for people that do reach out to me for their reasons. 319... Finest telling us also, decks that push the power limit of the meta or what you're doing, countering the meta, ends up on top. This has potential. Nice one again. This is cooking. It is cooking, and I'm actually feeling pretty good right now. Having said that, I know we're going to probably run into a couple of matches where we're just going to be clunky. Speaking of which, we kind of have that right now, because we don't have a creature to enable our discard here. On the other hand, if our opponent does have discard also, maybe that helps us out a bit. I'm going to go. I'm going to mulligan this. Okay, this looks good. Sort of. Okay. I'm going to keep this, because I realize trying to mulligan more, again, I'm not a mulliganer. I always feel like every time I mulligan, I just end up in a worse hand. So we'll keep this. At the very least, we can cast what we need. If we can get into a card, we can draw into a creature, we should be fine. Okay, they got Moonshadow. Okay, so it looks like our opponent's going to either try to blow up our stuff, sacrifice, or just focus on discard themselves. We'll see. What are they going to try to do here? What will they do? Okay. Second Moonshadow. Okay. Okay, so they are also going to discard as well. All right. It's going to be a game of throwing away your hand. All right. Here it starts. Okay, so they got the Bloodghast. I've seen this deck before in Standard. There's a Standard version of this that uses Moonshadows and Bloodghasts to discard and then Landfall Trigger to bring stuff back in for free. We'll see if this actually is going to be something to worry about. Okay, Monument to Endurance. Number 1. If we draw another card, we can actually... Oh, they also got Cool Blood Root. Okay, so it is their variant of our deck. An interesting version, I will say, though. Okay. Those Moonshadows are getting a little big. A little more consistent than our deck. I will say that for sure. Bloodghast coming in. All right. Okay. Well, you can kind of see right here what happens when we face off. Excuse me. Face off against a more stronger version of our own deck. Okay, so are we dead here? Yeah, we might be dead here. I realize now there's no way to stop this, is there? No, it's not. Alright. We'll cycle. Create a treasure token. Draw another card. Alms of the Veins doesn't really do anything. Yeah, those Moon Shadows are just too strong. Even if they swing right here, we're dead no matter what. Dear, good, no thanks, no apologies. Okay, well, thanks again for the support on that. All right, go ahead, opponent. Do your swing. Yeah. I'll let them get their win here. That's okay, everybody. You can't win them all. You can't win them all. As much as I'd like to. Ouch. Okay. Well, I mean, they had a stronger version of our deck, so again, can't hate on that. It is what it is. But I guess that kind of counterbalances the free win our opponent just gave us the last turn, so it's all good. It's all good. All right. Shaking it off. Let's just keep going, everyone. Let's keep the good times rolling. Yes, discard in a way is an off meta to the current meta. If you think about it, be forcing the discard shenanigans will put our opponents in an awkward situation. Like the Dimir bounce deck is a good counter. You are right on that. You are right. So that's also, again, why I was mentioning earlier why I like this deck right now. The current meta has been very discard heavy in Pioneer, and it's kind of been very frustrating for me to rank up. So again, that's what inspired me to try to hopefully use this deck as a means to kind of circumvent some of the frustrations I've been dealing with. Okay, I don't want to give away our opponent yet that we're actually Rakdos, so we'll just go with mono red, thinking for their end that we're just a mono red deck. Okay, so let's get our swings in here. We'll discard a card. Let's see, what do we discard here? I realize this puts us in a goofy spot here, but I think I want to make sure we have the Gyre Reach, so we'll throw away the Swamp. That does reveal that we are a Rakdos deck, but that's okay. Oh, we got another Monument. Oh, now I wish I would throw away the Monument. It's okay, though. It's okay. We can still make it work, everybody. We have plenty of options here, so it's not like we can't do anything. I know Artist Talent is kind of clunky, too, but no good here. Well, the reason why we're not using Artist Talent is, one, we want to highlight the new card, which is Cool But Rude, so this is the hotness right now. But realistically, we are an aggro deck. So because we're an aggro deck, Cool But Rude works better for us because it triggers anytime we attack. So that's the reason why we want that. Good question, though. And I'll address this when we get to the upgrades and the final part of this video. So we'll talk about that in a bit. Let's get the Monument to Endurance. Might as well get that off now. So I think we should be able to get it without, hopefully, removal. And that hopefully should help us start churning through our deck. Okay, so we will discard a card. We'll throw away the extra Monument. We don't need an extra one. Okay, we got another Mountain. Okay, here we go. We will get... Let's get a treasure token. I want to make sure we can hit black for sure. Actually, I realize now. Oh, they got the Urborg. Okay. Well, actually, we realize we don't need black anymore. We already have it. Thank you, opponent. I appreciate that. I guess maybe I should have then just done a more aggro use of the card. Another 15 minutes. ECS 8-track. Hello, my fire friend. Good afternoon. How you doing today? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. And thanks again for joining us. Wait. What do you mean by another 15 minutes? I'm confused. That's okay. It's okay. I'm sure you'll let me know what that means in a second. So we got Casey Jones coming in. So if our opponent does anything here, and I know they will. There it is, Fatal Push. No surprise. It's okay. We still get to draw 3 cards off of this. So go ahead, opponent. You can blow it up. But we have exactly what we need here. Let's see. Okay. We will... We'll then trigger this to level 2. So for sure now, we will get some really, really good stuff off of this. If Casey Jr. does... Wait, why did I say Casey Jr.? Why am I thinking like the Disney movie? Okay, not Casey Jr. from Dumbo. Casey Jones. Here I am thinking about different versions of it. Okay, but seriously. If Casey survives, I don't think he'll survive, but if he survives, that's a free, massive swing of damage in our opponent's face. Okay, what do we do? What are we losing? 3 cards at random. But okay. Max value from Casey Jones here. So make your opponent lose 3 life. Make a treasure token. We also get to draw a card. It's the perfect combo there. And we also ping our opponent for 6. That's pretty good for our investment. So what does our opponent do here? Do they blow up Casey? They have to blow up Casey. Okay, they do have the March of Otherworldly. Okay, they spent a lot to get rid of it, so that works in our favor. Draw to the card, treasure, and down to 6. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we'll play the Swamp, and We'll wait for the next turn. Here's the reason why. So, now that we've reset the clock with Monument, on the beginning of their end step, we should be able to get the victory here. If our opponent does not have any card draw, we win. Oh, this is so nice here. Opponent, nothing else? Okay. Gotta reach Sanitarium. Throw away the Fiery Temper. I love this deck. This is a fun one. Throw away the Fiery Temper. And there you go, everyone. The value. Make our opponent lose 3 life. Ping. 4. Down to 1. Fiery Temper to the face. Yeah. All right. Nice. Oh, that was a beautiful one. Oh, I love how synergistic our deck is. This has been fun. This has been a good one for us so far. All right. 39, yes, Vanessa. I figured you were playing cool, but rude in the spot where artist talent would be, but it feels like Casey Jones' madness might churn better with it. It's cool, but rude is putting in work. It actually is. I really underestimated how strong the card is. I honestly thought, oh, it's an artist talent for aggro deck, so it's okay. But level 2 is really where the card shines a lot. Considering also our opponents are probably not packing main deck enchantment hate, it's usually a free roll where most opponents don't have a way to answer it unless we play best of 3. So probably I would say, I know it's a little early for me to call it, but I think this deck works pretty well as a best of 1 deck. I know I should show off a best of 3 variant, but I feel like a best of 3 kind of like will give our opponent a chance to answer everything and probably blow up our game plan. But again, her mileage may vary with this deck, but I'm enjoying it right now. It's been pretty nice. Okay. It's a fun deck for sure. I'm going to play it when I'm done chilling. Well, there you go. And again, for those of you that do like the deck and have been checking out the... Okay. Well, we want our cards to be discarded, but not this way. Thoughtseize on turn 1 is probably also what's going to hurt us a lot for decks like this. Okay, so our opponent did throw away our turn 1 play. That's annoying. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm guessing they are Golgari mid-range? Maybe? But if your opponent can time it right with discard or spot removal, then definitely this deck will have its struggles. So we will acknowledge that later on. But if you do like this deck and you do want to play it, as always, once we are done with the today's live stream, we will have a link to the deck so that way you can just plop it into Arena or just check out how much it's going to cost you if you do want to try it out in paper or at least in Arena here. Obviously, this is definitely Arena budget friendly, so I think it's only 13 rares, which is not too bad. In paper, deck might be a little bit more expensive because Monument to Endurance is trending high. I have a couple copies myself, but I cracked those in packs, so yeah, I probably spent more than I should have. But realistically, Monument to Endurance is what now? What, $14, $15 a copy? So, might be a little expensive if you do want to try this out in paper. But I do like the deck. Okay, Badgerable Cubs. So they are a Golgari mid-range pile. Okay, so from here, Iron Shield Elf. We have a lot of lands, so we can afford to dump some lands to protect ourselves. Okay, it's 4-1 since I've been here. Yeah, it's been doing great. Dead Splinit. Artist Talent is more of a Spell Slinger deck. You are correct on that, Dead Splinit. So if you're playing like still Phoenix. Phoenix was like made for Artist Talent. Or I guess I should say it the other way around. Artist Talent was made for Phoenix deck. I don't know why I said it that way. You get what I'm saying. Phrasing is hard sometimes. What can I say? Okay, so our opponent is playing the Unholy Annex. So it is definitely the Golgari mid-range pile. We need a way to get around them though. So Mako. We need a payoff. And let's see. We'll hold off on the Bitter Triumph. If they do... Well, actually... Or should we just blow up the Badgerable Cub now? We'll swing first off. See what they do. If they play the land I'm expecting, that's when I'm going to try to blow up the Annex. Or we could just... I don't know. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out our best way to minimize the damage of Ritual Chamber. Okay, Blade of the Oni. Okay. So that's actually not too bad for us. Elvish Mystic. Okay. Okay. Anything else, opponents? Thoughtseize. Okay, so we will discard a card on our own accord. We'll throw away... I don't want to throw away Casey Jones, but... Could The chance of us getting a 4 drop right now are kind of low. So might as well just do it that way. Our opponent has to choose now. Big Score or Casey Jones. I would assume they throw away Casey Jones because that does refuel our hand. On the other hand, if we do get another mana, Big Score can also get us back in this fight. But our opponent is at 11, and they will start getting cards, but they'll also start losing life fast. What will you do, opponents? Tough call here. Tough call. Ooh. The tension. What will he choose? Either way, it does hurt us a bit. But on the other hand, throwing away at least one card does pump up our Mako a little bit more. So I guess that's not horrible. I just want that Badger Mole Cub also to go bye-bye. But it was good for us to save our spot removal for the Oni. So that does help us out a bit. Opponent's not going to swing, obviously. They get another card, but they are now down to 7, so they are on a clock. Okay, nice. We did get the mountain. So, let's go swinging here. If we lose our Iron Shield Elf, so be it. Oh. Are they going to block with the Badger Mole Cup? Okay, no, they are not. Down to 4. All right. We draw one card here. Big Score can get us back into this fight. Or a Boroid. Ugh, that's a gnarly card. But they are still on the clock, though. So, opponents, you're not out of the woods just yet. You're at 2. This is a huge turn for us here. So, we swing for lethal. Our opponent has to block here. All right. Big Score. Throwing away our Swamp. Pumps up the Mako. Draws 2 cards. Nice. Okay. So now we have at least one way with 2 treasures and a Bitter Triumph. If they throw in any demons right now, we hit them with the Ritual Chamber. Okay, Blooming Marsh. That comes in tapped. Oh. Yes, we did it. Opponents, pay the 3 life. I don't even care about discarding right now. We got him. Bitter Triumph out the top there. And victory goes to us. Oh, you got blown up by your own Ritual Chamber, opponent. Oh, you got greedy there, but we got the victory there. We got it. Yes. Oh, that was a good one. Cheers for that one, everyone. Oh, that was a beautiful one. That was a great game right there. Okay, we're feeling good. We're feeling great there. Whew. Yeah, we managed to fight through an Ouroboros and their game plan there. I was kind of worried once that worm came out. I was like, oh no, if we don't swing here, we are going to be dead in the next turn. But we managed to endure and push through. So, oh man, that was a good one there. That was a good one. Okay, you know what? I actually do want to leave on a high note here. So let's actually go over now the upgraded version of the deck. So, if you did like what we just played right now, and you want to take this deck to the next level, let's show you how you can get more value out of it with this upgraded version. So, this version right here, if you want to invest a little bit more, so for the number one thing first off, you probably could leave the main deck as is. You don't have to change all that much. But realistically, if you do want to get value, here's what you can do. We'll throw in now, we will throw in we'll just throw in all the good rare lands. So, our fast lands, Blackleaf Cliffs, the Verge lands, Blood Crypts, and a couple of Restless Vents. These will come into play tapped, but for these, if you do need at least a creature land, this is probably the best one for us because this does also trigger off our game plan here with what we're doing. Throw in 2 copies of our Pain lands here, and we'll keep a Gyre Reach Sanitarium. This means we're trimming down our mountains down to 4 and swamps to 3. We still want some basics just in case if our opponent does try to get a little sneaky with us with land destruction and whatnot. As far as upgrading the deck here overall, so we're going to try something that is going to be looking a little, it looks bad, but hear me out for a second. Cam and Ferric do massive damage, but Inti here does give us a little bit more consistency. So here's what Inti does versus Cam and Ferric. So Inti, Sentinel of the Sun is a human knight. Whenever you attack, you discard a card, so he does trigger on his own. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. So you don't have to actually have Inti here swing. You can swing with other creatures. Putting a counter on that makes those creatures get bigger, and they also gain trample, which does solve at least one of the problems our budget deck has. Although Cam and Ferric do fly, we don't have a way of pushing through against chump blockers. So that's what Inti is here for, to solve that problem. It's slow, but it's consistent. And it also says whenever you discard one or more cards, you exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until your next end step. So this also provides for us another path to help just churn through our deck. You will exile the card, which is nice, but this means that the only awkward part is Casey will not allow us to get more than one card off of this trigger. Not a huge deal for us, but again, the best advantage we have with this, of course, is just churning through our deck, discarding cards to then hopefully get more cards in hand to get more of a card advantage against our opponent. That's probably one of the biggest things that this deck has that really helps it out. Although we are discarding a lot of cards, we do have a lot of ways to get burst card draw that can help us, again, keep refueling and keep putting pressure on your opponents. The only other major change for the deck, and then this one's a bit more of an experimental one. I haven't really had a chance to test it that much, so bear with me on this. I'm going to try 2 copies of Rankle's Prank here in the 4-drop slot. For this one here, you could choose 1 or more. Make each player discard 2 cards, which can hurt our opponent, but also benefits us. Make each player lose 4 life, or make each player sacrifice 2 creatures of their choice. So this is going to be kind of like a pseudo way to kind of deal with cards we also have struggles with. Like if they're playing 1 or 2 creatures, this can get them out of the way. But however, this does mean that we will sacrifice 2 creatures. On the other hand, maybe, I don't know. The Rankle's Prank here does seem decent. On the other hand, though, you could actually just play Rankle proper. This Fairy Rogue also gives us another Flying Haster. So I guess it kind of helps us out with, if we drop in Cam and Ferric, we will also have a bit more consistency when it comes to drawing cards. I don't know. I'm not sure, actually. Maybe just the Rankles themselves. So here's how we do. You know what? Let's give actual Rankle a try. We have this can buff up our creatures count and give us a little bit more to play with. So we'll drop the Pranks. Keep 2 copies of Big Score for now. They're not bad cards. They actually did help us out a little bit, but having the Rankle, Prank seems bad. So I guess I would ask that then. So should we just keep should we just keep a full set of Big Score then? Finest? I appreciate your input here. Sneaky Toilet. Hello, my fire friend. Good afternoon. How are you doing today, my fire friend? Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at, and thanks again for joining us here. Appreciate that. So, actually now, Rankle's my... Okay, so we want the creature Rankle. Is that the consensus? This does provide for us at least 2 creatures. Does provide for us a new flyer, since we're giving up a flyer with Inti here. And also his ability means that we can kind of control better what we get. We can get discard, we can get card draw, we can make our opponent sacrifice. Okay. Let's try this. We'll the 2 copies of Rankle here. I still want to keep a couple copies of Big Score just in case. But otherwise, that should be fine there. As far as the upgrades for the sideboard, not many things we're going to change up here. We're going to still keep the Cling to Dust, keep your Soul Guide Lancers for Graveyard Hate, keep your Untimely Malfunction for Artifact Hate and also for retargeting spells. We'll keep the Vengeful Possession and the Withering Torments, keep the Miasmic Mist. The only thing that I want to consider is Liliana of the Veil. So Liliana here forces our opponent to discard, forces us to discard, but it also benefits our plan because we are discarding on purpose. This also provides for us a way we can get rid of single target creatures that we don't want to deal with here. So we'll give a try if you want to play this in best of 3 with Liliana of the Veil, giving us kind of like a pseudo control option for us against certain opponents. So that'll be, again, the upgrades for us. Creature Rankle. And then Finest disagrees and says, you would say the set of Big Score seems better. Okay, you know what? Let's play around with it a little bit here. So we'll give it a shot on both sides. I want to give Rankle a shot. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe like a single copy of Rankle? Maybe that might be the best compromise. Okay, we'll do it that way. 1 Rankle, 3 Big Score. So Rankle is kind of like, just more of like a, if we get it, we get it. If we don't, not a huge deal. We'll try that. So let's say we will now switch over to KC Upgraded. All right, let's give this one a shot, everyone. But the good news is, from what you saw, aside from the mana base upgrades, you actually don't really need to change much in the main deck. Just a couple of small tweaks here and there, but the deck feels really good as is. So honestly, there's not really a reason to go super crazy. Not that there's that many options for us for Madness decks, but I still think this should be fine. Speaking of fine, okay, so we got 3 lands, so we can get to all of our spells. So this feels fine. Okay. Let's give this a shot, everyone. One thing I've realized we haven't played against today was we have yet to actually play against any control decks. So this might be a little bit concerning, but we'll see. Let's see, we'll play the Iron Shield Elf. All right. So from here, I think Monument to Endurance is probably going to be our best option here. On the other hand, I also expect our opponent to also have spot removal. They have the Deserted Beach. They're playing Kahira, so are we going to deal with counter spells? Oh, no. Okay. Nice. Get our swings in. Early damage. It's down to 17. So if our opponent tries to blow up the Iron Shield... Oh! Already? Opponents! They did not want to handle our badness there? Okay. Well, I'll take that win for me. Turtle Power. Okay. Okay, well, I guess our opponent just didn't want to deal with us. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. I won't be hating on that. It's all good. So with that, let's just go ahead. Let's jump right back into it. Let's just keep it going. Free wins are free wins. Okay. Locking it in once again. Let's get this going here.
It's time to
yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So with this hand, yeah, we can't play anything with this hand. All right. We'll mulligan this. Okay. This seems okay. We got what we need in hand here. So what do we throw away? Or I think we'll put back the Alms of the Vein. At least now with this hand, we can cast everything. Okay, so from here, we'll play first off Blackleaf Cliffs. Alright, opponent's got a Swamp. So, ideally, Cool But Rude comes in. Turn 2. Turn 3 Monument, so that sets us up. So even if Casey gets blown up, we still get value. Oh, it's a Waste Not deck? Okay, sure, opponents. I don't mind discarding cards. But at the same time, I actually do want, first off, our Monument to actually stick. Or I suppose we also could take up Cool But Rude. I don't know. We got options. No, actually, it probably would make more sense to put the Monument first. That's always going to be value against us. Or for us, I should say. Wait, why did I say against us? I don't know why I said that. I mix my words so much. Okay. So we throw away Fiery Temper. No value, unfortunately. That's okay. We can't play it, but that's fine. Okay. Does our opponent make us discard any more? Oh, jeez. No, we lost the Monuments. They draw another card off of that. Oh. We just drew another one. Okay. Yay. Thank you to the Magic Gods that blessed us with another Monument. I'll take it. Okay. So, at least now Monument Turners will provide us with more shenanigans here. Granted, our opponent's going to make a discard, but okay. But we do get some value off of this. So, we'll make a treasure. We'll draw a new card. Okay. I guess that helps us out a bit. Sort of. Our opponent takes up. That's fine. Okay. We get pinged. Alms of the Vein. So, for sure, we got to go to level 2. So now this will punish our opponent if they try to get cheeky with us with discard. Okay. Now we're set. Everything's in play. Ooh, cut down. Okay. So with that, I guess we'll do it now. We will, let's see. Put that on top first. Monument to Endurance. We make our treasure token. They draw a card. Make that treasure. Ping. Alms of the Vein. This keeps us alive. Nice. Now, granted, we don't have anything else with Iron Shield Elf right now, so we're kind of like a little bit of a, I don't know, we're a bit of a sitting duck right now. But if our opponent tries to get any cheekier, they will have to take damage. And I don't think Waste Not decks have enchantment removal in the main deck. So we should be okay. Okay, except for Shield Rig. So that is something we have yet to face, and that is also going to be very gnarly for us to stop. Okay, so we draw. Got another Alms of the Vein. So. Okay. We add. Dig out a card. Might as well just go for that value. Let's see. And then. What do we want? This is definitely a risky hand here. Okay. Full control. Bitter triumph. We throw away the Alms of the Vein. Put out the Monument to Endurance first. We will have to unfortunately lose here just one piece. They gain the life. We make the treasure token. We then get rid of Shieldred. We take 3, but that's okay. Shieldred out of the way is a huge swing in our favor. Putting our opponent down to 15. Well, unfortunately, we can't do the madness shenanigans. It is what it is, though. Down to 12. Okay. Still anybody's game, everyone. We managed to at least outplay a Shieldred for 1 turn. Sign in Blood. They draw 2 cards, but they take 2 damage for that. Opponent's just trying to stay ahead card advantage, and they do have a major advantage right now because we have not been able to draw cards off of Monument because we have to stay consistent against their deck. Nice. It is nice. Ooh. Oh, wow. Opponent is... All right. Opponent's getting a little risky here. Down to 10. We will lose, however, life, so it is still anybody's game here. Okay, so. We'll discline the card draw for a second because I want to see what they do. Okay, opponent. Okay. We will now discard of our own accord. Opponent, you should have blocked. Make them lose 3 life. Sure, opponent, go ahead, draw a card. I don't care now. King. The madness. Yes, opponent, you should have blocked. Yes, we got a sneaky win there. Nice. Oh, opponent, I don't think you were aware we had lethal with everything we were doing. Okay. Sneaky, sneaky victory there. I feel like I should have had no business winning that one, but we got it. All right. I guess you could say Cool But Rude. This is like Bowmasters as well. It kind of is. A really clunky, expensive one, but hey, I'm still getting the win, so I'm feeling good about this. Okay. Deck still feels solid. I'm enjoying this one a lot. Even if I was to lose the remainder of the stream, I don't care because honestly, this deck does feel is definitely a fun one. To the point where I'm actually even debating, maybe I might build this as like a real deck I want to put together for my own paper collection. I haven't built enough Pioneer decks, and I really want to see what Pioneer deck would I want to keep in my actual real collection. I've been itching to do something new. All right, so we got the Sulfurous Fire. We have Inti, so we haven't had a chance to see Inti shine yet. So maybe this will be the game where Inti gets its moment in the sun. Get it? Sun, Inti, because Inti's special of the sun. Ah? Ah? There's my laughter. I'll take it. Okay, opponent is... Okay, they're playing the Arc like Phoenix deck, because they're playing Artist Talent. Okay. Black Leaf Cliffs. Okay, that's perfect. So... Let's play Iron Shield Elf. It's tempting to put in Casey now, but we don't have any payoffs for Casey yet. So I want to make sure that we actually get something going here first. Okay. So Inti swings. We will throw away the Alms of the Vein. Get some value off of that. Okay. Pumps. Draws another card. Alms of the Vein. Drain our opponents. All right. Nice. Opponent taking the damage. Down to 14. So far, so good. While we do lose their spot removal, this does, again, help us churn through our deck. Again, that's the whole point. Yeah. Our deck can just, like, do some gnarly swings out of nowhere. Sometimes we've been able to pull off wins from, like, a couple of quick swings. Okay, Lightning Axe, which is annoying, but not the worst. It's all good. Okay. So against our opponent here, this is where discard now kind of feels clunky because we myself and my opponent, we both want to discard cards. So, let's see. First off, let's play Casey. We need to start getting stuff out of the way. Take a hit here, down to 21. Draw 3 cards. Okay, so we got the Cool But Rude. We have the Gyre Reach. So this next turn is... it's going to be a risky one. Let's see. I feel like we don't have any really good hits here, so... I guess we'll just do it now. So we'll throw away the Blazemire Verge. Picklock Pranksters out of the way. We keep our 2 creatures alive. Food Chain is a card in Arena now. That's right. We will discuss Food Chain in a future deck, Densplinit. I totally forgot about that card. I can't believe that added that card to Arena. Man, that card is broken. Like, if you know how to play with that card is absolutely bananas if you really know how to harness the power of Food Chain. Okay. They're using Treasure Cruise. I don't like Treasure Cruise. I'm surprised Treasure Cruise has survived this long in Pioneer. It's a powerful card, by the way. Sprite Dragon? Oh. So I guess their package is wait, is Sprite Dragon usually run in the meta version of Art Light Phoenix? I feel like that's more of like an off-meta card now. I don't know. Maybe I'm right or wrong on that. Okay. So this next turn here is where things are going to be a little bit dicey because we will definitely lose a lot of good stuff here. Whichever card is left behind, we'll see what our deck allows us to have. Okay, opponent wants to swing. They do not. Okay, so what do we lose? Okay, we got to keep the big score. So that's not the worst. Okay, we got another monument, so I guess that's fine. Opponents? Oh, they don't tell me they have the Spell Pierce. Okay, well, this is now where things are going to be very iffy. I don't want to swing because if our opponent blocks it, then we're kind of out of options. We'll wait. Okay, well, our opponent found a way to kind of make us sputter here and make us look clunky. Squee and Food Chain, yeah. Oh yeah, you you already know, Densplinit, where we're going Food Chain here. But again, I need still time to work on that. Maybe we'll see if we can make that deck work next weekend on stream. I am trying to find more ideas. Okay. Opponent's got all the cards drawn in the world here, thanks to those Treasure Cruises. I am surprised, again, card's not banned in Pioneer. It's powerful, and it definitely gives Phoenix the ability to keep doing its thing. Okay. Can we get back into this fight here? Okay, we got a Rankle. How do we want to do this here? I don't want to throw away Rankle, but at the same time, this... Okay. Ugh, this is such a... We're in a bad spot here. No matter what I play, I just feel like we're just... Unless we can exile the Arc-like Phoenix, we really are going to have a hard time dealing with Phoenix here. Because they can just keep enabling their shenanigans no matter what they do. Okay, we'll throw away Rankle here. We need to draw into one of our payoffs. That's what we need. Okay, Restless Vents. Okay. Don't feel good about the swing, but... Throw away the Mountain. Okay, Phoenix goes out. So they have to now keep up their game plan here, but... Man, without any of our payoffs here, we're kind of sputtering here pretty bad. Nykthos too. Yeah, I agree. Nykthos and Treasure Cruise, if I was in charge of Pioneer, Nykthos and Treasure Cruise have to go. Both of those cards I know enable very specific decks, but mono green mid-range does not need that. I mean, they also have other cards they can rely on for their stupid amounts of burst mana. Okay, Alms of the Vein. Not quite what we need, but alright. I guess we'll try this. We will discard our Alms of the Vein. Okay, we got a Mako, so we have at least a payoff. Not a good one, but it's something. Okay, opponent, take the 3. Push him down to 9. Let's see, we'll play Mako. I want to at least put something down to stop our opponent. Okay, so Restless Vents, we might have to rely on that a lot more just to get through our game plan here. We'll see. Yeah, Badger Mole Cub also is gnarly. But at least Badger Mole Cub, you can just... Badger Mole Cub, I know it's a meme, but like, anytime it's a creature, Badger Mole Cub at least dies to removal. Nykthos, I mean, how many decks are packing land hate? So that's actually a reason why I would argue that... That's why I would rather have Nykthos go. If I had to pick, let Badger Mole survive, but Nykthos has to go. Okay, opponents. Do they have removal? They have removal, don't they? Oh, they got the Otawara. Okay. Well. You guys will tap that for mana. Not that we really can do anything with it. Alright. Play Restless Fence again. So they spent a lot for that Otawara. Picklock Prankster. Okay. So that pumps up the sprites. That pumps up the monk. We still have a hefty amount of life at 22, so our opponent's going to have to really work for it in order to get the game plan off. But they will catch up fast with these Phoenixes, and we're not looking too hot right now. As much as I love Treasure Cruise, it's busted. Yeah, it is. I think it's just because right now, again, I liked Arc like Phoenix, but Treasure Cruise kind of pushes it to a level which makes it a little unfun. And I know right now, Izzet has been pretty dominant in Pioneer for, what is now, like 2-3 years? It feels like it's been 2-3 years. I mean, I might be mistaken, but if anything, Izzet's just been getting more and more toys to play with. Corey Steel Cutters, what is it? If you look at other cards like here, Picklock Prankster from Throne of Eldraine enables it. The artist talents also have given Phoenix a lot more to work with here. So it allows them to be very, very consistent with their game plan. To the point where, that's why I kind of feel like the deck needs a little bit of a nerf, just to keep it a little bit more fairer. But so far, and you can see it right here as I've been ranting, the deck just keeps going. Look at that. Come on. Ugh. I feel like I'm just sitting here doing nothing. Also for me, Lotus Field is so horrendous to go against. Lotus Field probably wouldn't be bad if it weren't for a couple of cards that enable its shenanigans. But I'll cover that maybe in the future. And we're dead. Yeah. What a swing. They managed to do 20 plus damage against us and got the victory against us.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, that was rough. All right. That's okay, everyone. I mean, we've been having a decent win streak for a while, so I mean, we'll take some L's here and there. It's not the worst. It's okay. We're still having fun. That's the most important thing. And I always say to everybody, if you're not having fun, take a break from the game, step away, and just play again when you're feeling a little better. But I'm still having fun. Even though we're taking a couple L's here and there, I'm still having fun with the deck. It's still pretty enjoyable. 319 Finest. Is Mono Red the best deck in Pioneer right now? I know Prowess is up there, but is it better than Mono Red? Good question. So right now it feels like Mono Red had a major advantage when it was the Mice deck. But once Heartfire Hero got banned, that version of Mono Red aggro got nerfed. There is a variant now that still runs pretty well, but it feels like it's a little less stronger because you can't use the mouse synergies that you got from Bloom Burrow. As a person that does like to play a lot of Mono Red, I don't know, every time I play Mono Red, I always get matched up against life gain decks. So, I don't know. I know aggro still is pretty well positioned, but it feels like it's still neck and neck right now with the Izzet Prowess deck. And I've played the Izzet Prowess deck a lot. So, okay. Take a hit, you have 2 damage, just to get in the Mako on turn 1. Consider. Alright, it's fine. We got our cool but root, so we will start pumping up quick here. Slide a hand. All right. Opponent playing Dimir. The Dimir control special. Discard. Spot removal. Okay. Fatal push. All right. Okay, opponent. That's fine. We'll play Mako again. Number 2. So we're a little off our curve here, but that's okay. I need to make sure we can get cool but root in. But we also need at least something to enable things. So if our opponent keeps blowing up our Makos, that's fine. We have backups. Dense Splendid. Is it Phoenix's modern deck power level in Pioneer? Honestly, I know some people may agree or disagree, but personally, I agree with that. It does feel a little too strong, at least for the current meta. All right. Play cool but rude. We did come here to start doing some discard shenanigans, so come on, opponent. Let me have this card. Come on. Okay, they do opt. Okay, what are they opting for? All right, opponents. All right, Bitter Triumph. All right, so that means now we're kind of back to where we were before. Okay. Otawara. So let's see. So it's a Dimir Okay, so it's Phoenix without the red? Is it Grixis Phoenix? Or is it just Dimir Phoenix? Huh. Interesting build. I'll say that. Okay, go to level 2. Since we're not worrying about taking any damage from attacks, I guess we can take the time right now to pump up Cool But Rude. Picklock Prankster. Okay. The Fatal Pushes I'm not worried about. Drown the Lock is something that also might bother me. Okay, Picklock Prankster. They're doing more milling. Okay, so yeah, so it is a Dimir deck that's just focused on just trying to get the Phoenixes without having to hard cast them. I've played a deck like this before. Spicy build, though, but it is also very risky. Because sometimes you do end up sometimes fizzling. Although our opponent's not fizzling now. Alright. More shenanigans here. Alright, Phoenix is coming in for free. Joy. Down to 12. Okay, this is our turn. We need to get back into this fight. Okay, so at least with a Cool But Rude... Okay, so we have 2 then. But we also have a Bitter Triumph. This card is going to be key to making sure we can stay alive. They got 2 Phoenixes out. Go Blank would have been goated in the last match. Yeah, it would have, but we just weren't there. That's Arena for you. I swear, they control the matchups more than Moto. I feel like when you play Brawl, Mono, anything, you get paired with the same thing. Yeah. And again, I know there's been people that have analyzed the algorithm for how they do matchups, weighted based upon, I guess, like the strength of your deck versus theirs. I don't know how it all works. I'm guessing it's based upon how many rares you put in a deck. Because how else can you measure it? I mean, there's no monetary value in Arena. There's no marketplace for these cards. So it's kind of hard for me to figure out, like, well, how do they weight it? I mean, it has to be by rares and mythics. So I would assume the more rares and mythics you put in a deck, the more it feels like sometimes you get matched up against stuff you don't want to deal with. At least I could be wrong again. Ellie Gamer. Hello, Ellie Gamer here. Hello, my fire friend. Good afternoon. How are you doing today? Hopefully having a wonderful day wherever you're at. And thanks again for joining us here on the chat. Okay, they're playing Ledger Shredder. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so our opponent's going to do a swing here. Okay, we need to stem the bleeding, so we will discard a card. We'll throw away the extra Cool But Rude. Actually... And the Black Leak will be tapped anyway. Okay, ping our opponent for 2. Okay, opponents. Or maybe I should have done with the Ledger. No, they probably would have had removal anyway. Because I realize now Fatal Push blows up the Casey Jones regardless. It doesn't matter. We're just trying to slow them down. So, that goes bye-bye. Fatal Push now triggers. There we go. But we still get the trigger off of Casey on the next turn. So we'll see what we can do here. Alright. Did we get max value? Alright. Now that's good swinging right there. 12, 11, 10, 8. Take him down to 5. Take him down to 2. Come on, deck. If now is the time for us to actually top deck a win right here, can we get the miracle win off the top? Please, deck. This literally actually is our turn to get this top deck. If we don't get this top deck, we will lose next turn. Because they will have enough power with all of this, the Ledger Shredder, to just destroy us. Ooh, this is critical here. But if they also have a counterspell, then we're dead too. 2. Okay, NT. That doesn't... Wait, that doesn't do it for us. Do it? Wait, no. Level 3. Level 3! Ah, we still got him! Yes! Okay, I mean, it doesn't matter what card we pick. We'll pick the Alms of the Vein just in case. Oh my goodness. Cool But Rude, everyone. What a card. Woo! What an MVP of a card. I can't believe it. I was like, wait a second. We still win. Oh man, that was a beautiful... What luck did we have with that game right there. Felt like we had no business winning that game. We cheesed out that win so well. Okay. That was a great one. Oh man. I realized that was just so good. So good. Excuse me. Ellie Gamer, I have cool shorts because I like Yoshi. I like Yoshi too. Wait, we're talking about Dinosaur Green Yoshi, right? Or are we talking about Yoshi Hamato from Ninja Turtles? I'm pretty sure you're talking about Yoshi. I know which one. 319 Finest? Yes, they do that. I feel like it's based on rare, but the cards have a secret power level. Yeah, I've heard about that too. It's based off of win percentage. So your comment, when I play mono red, I don't play mono white, is true. Cool but Rude tutor wins 2 games. Yeah. Cool but Rude. What a card. How much is that card right now? I probably should check the pricing because I feel like that card's going to just keep going up in price once people really figure out that is such a good card. It does so much on its own that I'm actually shocked at how well it handles itself. I'm really satisfied with how this deck has been turning out. So we definitely have a lot to talk about once we finish today's game plan. Been pretty solid. Okay, our opponent is playing mono red aggro. Now that we've finally gotten to this, cool but rude. I don't know if we're gonna be fast enough to stop mono red aggro though, because our deck can stabilize with life gain, but we don't really have any explosive turns until we set up our key cards. And without that, our opponent here is going off. All right. Ooh. 16. Ooh, this hurts. Down to 7. All right. So, is this game? Anything we throw out here. Okay. Yeah, this is game, isn't it? I mean, I can still blow up a Fiery Temper on Desperation, but that's not enough. Man. Wish we at least had one more turn to trigger off Monument to Endurance. But okay. Opponents. We could pause their Slick Shot. But I'm pretty sure they have something to pump up Ember Heart. If you're playing mono red aggro, you have to have something. Okay, Swift Sphere. No surprise there. Okay, so any pump or burn spell kills us. Charming Scoundrel, that's cute. Alright. They can put a Wicked Roll on something. Okay, they make a treasure instead. Alright, yeah, that's lethal. It doesn't matter what we hit right now, we're dead. So out of spite, I take off the Slick Shot Show Off. But we're dead. They have what they need. That's a shame. Mono red aggro actually beat us this time, but they are perhaps one of the best decks currently in the format, so it's okay. We'll take our L. Still, we made decent progress so far today. Speaking of which, so we're currently at the 75% point of the stream, everyone. Hopefully we can finish out today. We didn't get a chance to finish out tomorrow. Wait, why am I saying tomorrow? Yesterday. Why? I swear, my brain right now is scrambled eggs. But as we're approaching the final quarter of today's stream, if you are enjoying the content, everyone, whether you're watching live or on the replay, show some love. If you haven't already done so, please like, follow, and subscribe wherever you're watching the live stream. You can support us if you want to see some of our exclusive videos that are members only on the channel, or on Patreon, where we put up, of course, exclusive videos that are not available to the regular viewers out there. However, if you also want to support us for free, join the Discord and be part of our growing group of fiery friends. Your support will help keep this channel going. All links, of course, will be located in the details below once we're done with today's stream. But either way, as long as you're watching, thank you so much for doing so, and we really do appreciate all of you who have been with me today. Okay, so shilling aside, let's go ahead, let's get back into the game, everyone. Got 2 Casey Jones. Elvish Mystic, okay. Got a Bitter Triumph, so that'll be nice for later on. Let's play the Iron Shield Elf first. We don't have any of our major payoffs, but we'll see if we can push through against our opponent here. Incubation Druid, okay. Not too bad. If we can get a 3rd land drop, that actually would be nice here. But we'll see. Okay, we did not, but that's okay. Fiery Temper. Does our opponent block? They do not, so for this... Let's see. Actually, hold on. We'll do it this way. We will throw away Fiery Temper. And we will... I'm going to slow down the ramp. I don't know if that's the right play, but we got to do that at least just to make sure we can keep stuff under control. Looks like it's going to be elves. Definitely elves. Incubation Druid number 2. Alright, opponents. Trying to make this hard for us, but okay. They cheese us, we cheese them. That's fair enough. I do agree with that. Cheese is as cheese does. Oh, you're talking about Yoshi from Mario, Ellie Gamer? Okay, sorry. I was double checking for you on there, but okay. I kind of figured it was going to have to be that one. Okay, so from here... I guess we're just going to be on the spot removal plan. So Fiery Temper thrown away. Madness. Okay. Opponents. Oh, you're playing classic Mario. Oh, which Mario game are you playing, Ellie Gamer? If you don't want me asking. Are you playing like OG Super Mario Brothers? Are you playing Mario 64? Playing Mario Brothers, was it Wonder? I like Wonder. That's a fun one for Switch too. That was a cute game. I just can't see the Rankle being good versus anything. Or is it Go Blank or anything? Okay, that's fair. But again, we'll talk about that later on. We haven't had really a chance to kind of have it shine. So your assessment is, again, fair. Okay, we've managed to make... So it looks like we've managed to make their elf plan fizzle. So good for us so far. Ooh, okay. You know what? We'll take that. Opponent, do you have pump? Okay, so they do have a growth cycle. All right. So it's a 4-4. We'll just take the L on that one. It's okay. So they have... That's a pretty janky pump spell. Yeah, Green Devotion. But we're keeping them under control so far since we've gotten rid of all their mana dorks. So far, so good. All right, so we need to get back into this fight. Casey Jones, number 1. Now that the pathway looks clear, might as well start drawing cards now. Okay, nothing here that we can use, but that's okay. So next turn, we throw away 3 cards. Okay. Risky dump there, but that's okay. We still can get an Alms of the Vein off for 1 mana. Okay. Life gain and drain. Iron Shield elf number 2. Okay. So far, so good. Big swing here. Opponent, what do you do? Blocking? Okay. Do they have another pump spell, though? They do. Okay. Down to 7. They're not doing too bad, though. Okay. Pass here. So we want at least pressure by just being aggro. Oh, okay. Gargos. Okay. Not what I was expecting, but... Yeep. Okay. Let's keep going. All right. Okay. I don't know if we should be swinging anymore. This is now where things get a little, again, clunky. We could play 3 cards. But we're also running out of fuel here. We'll play 1 Blazemire version pass. If our opponent swings, then maybe we have a chance to get back into this fight. But our opponent right now is starting to go off. Ugh, they got their Nykthos. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no! They have the Great Henge. Okay. Ugh. Ugh.
Close your eyes
Ugh.
and listen to the sounds of the
That
wild.
is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Okay, so our opponent now can tick down to blow up our stuff. They can pump up their creatures. They can dig out maybe a card from the other side. They got all kinds of stuff going on. Okay, do they pump up? They do. Distribute the counters. Okay.
This'll be fun to watch.
Big swing here from our opponent. Okay. That is 13. We'll take the hit. We'll take the hit. Down to 9. Okay, deck. If there is any hope for us right now, we need the top deck to save us from this. And... okay. Not quite an Alms of the Vein. Ugh, okay. I mean, that kind of sponges a hit. But it's not enough against our opponent here. No attacks. Okay. Well, we might take another L here. Yep, that's the power of green, everyone. They just get big, 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 big. In ways that, not fond of. But that's okay. It's okay, everyone. Never said we're going to be able to win every one of them. I would like to, but sometimes, again, just can't win them all. Ooh, so they cash in Vivian. What card out of the sideboard is going to kill us?
1 arrow.
Oh, Tyrannosaurus. Oh,
Hope you're
jeez.
ready.
Can't be countered. Not that we had counters, but we can't even stop that or spot removal it because of the ward 4. Yeah. All right, opponent, you got us. You got us. Earth Crystal. Okay. Okay, opponent, you don't have to go that overboard. You already beat us. We can't stop this. That trampling. I mean, we could block a Hydra. We could block a Pelt Collector, but that's not enough. Okay. Okay, I mean, might as well just do this. So, block here. Block here. So we go to 1. Iron Shield Elf. Throw away a Mountain. Go to 1. We're pretty much dead. Because unless we can draw something right now that helps us enable Iron Shield, which is Casey Jones, but that's not enough. We can draw 3 more cards. Oh, we got the Monument turns way, way too late there. Okay. Play another one out of desperation, but that's pretty much game. They can trample through us, even if we block with everything. Yeah, we're dead. Okay. All right, I'll let our opponent play this out. Their version of Mono Green is one I haven't seen personally, but I have seen people try to get Vivian to pull out usually a Tyrannus Rex to then Toxic, push through stuff that's uncounterable. Ilea, all right. But I'm also curious to see what their build has, so that's kind of why I'm letting it play out. Trying to see how it goes. Yep, we do have the Casey Jones off the top, but right now we don't have anything that can trigger his abilities well enough for us to get value. I mean, aside from the Fiery Temper, we can't push through we can't block the Tramplers. So it's still going to be GG's. Oh, and they have a Gold Vein Hydra. All right. All right, opponents. That's game. All right. I'll let you hit that one. Couldn't get passed off. It was definitely not a Gold Vein Hydra. Not with what we have. It's all good, though. Ellie Gamer, I have to go upload some posts. See you later, Infernoman, and make sure to check the posts and comment on them. Okay, well, if I have a shot, I'll see if I can kind of pop in to see what you got. I do like Mario, so we'll look at that later on. When we can. Yeah, dang. We just couldn't make it. It's okay, though. It's okay. We're still going to keep on keeping on. We still got a little bit of time left in our stream today, so that's okay. We've been still doing pretty good overall, so I've been pretty satisfied with how things have been turning out. Even with the losses we've taken. We haven't been doing too bad. So we got Rankle in this hand. Is this the game where Rankle finally gets the shine, everyone? We'll see. We're playing Yorion, so that obviously means we're going to be dealing with ETB shenanigans coming up. But is that going to be enough against us? Play the Swamp. Thought Seize. So, what do they throw away? Probably going to be Casey Jones. Casey Jones refuels us and triggers a lot of things. Yep. That does pump up the Mako. So, I guess that's a yay. We also got Cool But Root, so this is good so far. Alright, well, so much for Rankle. We'll have to throw him away, though. Draw another card. Okay. Down to 15, opponents. 15 more damage. Throw to the consoles. Okay. Well, we actually don't care about that. We're not a go-wide strategy, so that actually might be good for us. Opponents. Okay, we will discard another card. So we will throw away, and we'll do it this way. All right, we put first off the trigger of Monument on top because we want to make sure we can get that treasure first. Get the max value from our Fiery Temper. Opponents. Please tell me you don't have an answer. Oh, they got the Cling to Dust. Okay. So that does reset their clock a little bit, which is annoying. I didn't think they would have that in hand, but okay. We still get a little bit of pump. We can use the Madness ability to kind of counterbalance that. Fiery Temper. Down to 15. Down to 11. Good games, guys. Nice stream. Okay. So, can we keep going here? Right of Oblivion. Alright, so they do sacrifice their own authority at the consoles just to stop us here. Interesting choice, but okay. We'll trigger off Cool But Rude, and we will play... We'll wait for level 3. Authority at the consoles again. Alright. Annoying, but not the worst. So we'll do it this way. Mako. Cycle. We will get our damage off here. Let's see. We will make our opponent lose life. We want to make sure we can just keep pressure on them. Okay. I think we might have this one here. So, let's see. Casey Jones guarantees the trigger no matter what. So, we draw 3. And our opponent has had enough there. Another victory goes to us. Not today, opponents. Not today. All right. Ellie Gamer, I'm back. You just uploaded your post. Oh, that was fast. Wow, you were really quick on there. I wish I was as efficient as you. It takes me to feel like all day just to get like a short or post up. But nice. Okay, still doing pretty good here. At this point also, we pretty much are going to churn through our dailies very fast. Never forget, everybody, if you want to finish your dailies, just do at least 4 wins in a day to at least get 1,000 gold. 5th win would get you a card, but 4 wins in a day gets you at least, again, 1,000 gold, which equals 1 pack of cards, which can help you rip and help you build your collection. That's your PSA for the day, everyone. Oh, you're playing Ninja Turtle Shredder's Revenge? Well, that's a fun game. Before the set came out, Ellie Gamer, we actually did play Shredder's Revenge on one of our live streams about a week and some ago. Of course, that's only also for those of you that actually are true fiery friends of the channel. We actually do have that uploaded in the members only section. And we will be trying to do more bonus games in the future where we're going to try to do more stuff for friends of the channel. So if you are interested in that, everyone, check out those videos, be a subscriber. You can also check out some of our bonus content. We'll try to do, again, more future random games here and there just to have some fun. Don't get me wrong. Again, as always, I love playing Magic, but I also enjoy playing other games too. And I honestly am now been building a backlog where I think I probably should be playing some of my other games when I can. Okay. Our opponent is playing a Bogles deck with Glade Cover Scout. Okay, we're down to 19. This one's going to be a bit of a annoying one because we don't have a way of blowing it up. And also we missed our land drop. Oh boy. All right. Is this going to be a non-game? Just because we did not get our land drop and we cannot get any of our stuff to go off? We'll find out here. Let's see. Opponents. Okay, they got the Audacity. They got Saram. Okay. Down to 16. I guess we'll just do Bitter Triumph now. We'll discard a card. I don't want to discard a card, but we don't have a choice. Saram's got to go bye-bye. Can't get 2 more cards off of that. Okay. So with this, Casey Jones comes in. We draw 3. Okay, Iron Shield Elf is not bad, but we need a way to stop that Glade Cover Scout. If they have anything that's indestructible, which shouldn't be the case in a Pioneer version of this deck. Oh, they do have that. Okay. So, opponents, they were playing the strategy we played a couple years ago when we played a Bogles deck. It's kind of cute. Opponent, you gonna swing? Maybe? Okay. We get the Madness to go off, so not too bad. Okay. Life gain and drain. Draw another card. We have to... have to hurt ourselves. Get the Iron Shield Elf in. You're voice acting like a Looney Tunes character, you say. Well, which Looney Tunes character are you voicing yourself as? Are you doing Bugs? Daffy? Don't do Tweety. Tweety's kind of annoying. Okay, our opponent is going to sacrifice a Selfless Savior. Alright, that's fine. I just wanted that off the field. So Casey does die. Small price to pay. But that's okay. Iron Shield Elf can at least block the Glade Cover for a bit. As long as they don't get sheltered by ghosts, we have a shot. Oh, you're voicing Daffy? Oh, Daffy's the best, though. I love Daffy. Okay, opponent's going to draw some more cards here. Okay. Plains. Sentinel's Eyes. Okay. Okay. Well, they got, unfortunately, the pump they needed to get around us. So, even if I block here and make this indestructible, we cannot stop this for long. They're going to keep snowballing faster than we can. I mean, I can block here, but that I feel like there's not going to be much value there. Sticky Toilet. Slay the Spire when? Good question. I'm not sure when, but we'll try. Okay, so we got the Restless Vents, so here's how we do this. I don't know. I think this one might be unwinnable. We don't really have an answer for a Glade Cover Scout that big. Not in the main deck. Maybe I should also put in some... Well, I mean, Edict Effects probably would help us, but not right now when it's already they have other creatures. Alright, we'll give it one more turn. Okay, got another elf, so... I don't know. Another Glade Cover Scout. Alright. Honestly, this is getting worse by the turn. We don't really have... Yeah, we really don't have anything that can stop this. We'll try. We'll try. Okay. Still nothing. Another swamp. Okay. We're kind of at an awkward stalemate. I don't know. I think our opponent... Well, maybe our opponent thinks we have something in hand that could stop them. But realistically, we're honestly... we're kind of just stalling out and hopefully getting maybe our other win con. If we can get to our monument, maybe we have a shot. But right now, it's not looking good. The opponent's going to keep drawing cards. They're going to get bigger. Glade Cover Scout again. It's kind of greedy opponent, but okay. I guess they're just trying to set up their turns. If they have Sheltered by Ghost, we're then dead. Griffsmoon. Oh, yeah. All right. Not much else we can really do here. They're going to now fly over us, and we do not have a flyer that can stop us. Oh, okay, that's game. All right, opponent, fine.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, that was rough. Even though they didn't do the swing, we just couldn't stop a Bogle's deck. It's okay, everyone. Okay, so I'm looking at the clock right now. At most, we're probably going to try to get in maybe 2 more games, tops, depending on how fast we go. After that, we will be ending the stream, everyone. But, as always, before we end our last game, we will always talk about how the decks do. Good, the bad, and the ugly. We'll talk about a couple of things that are coming up for the channel. So, as always, if you stick around to the very end, you'll kind of get a sneak peek as to what we're planning for future streams, future deck techs. Beyond that, it's been actually a pretty good one so far today. So, I've been very satisfied with how everything's turned out. But don't worry, again, if you like the decks, we will, of course, have these available to you in the form of links. So if you want to play these, don't worry. They will be available to everyone soon. Budget and non-budget. As far as our next video, I'm looking at possibly Monday for our next one. So if we can get our next deck tech by Monday, that'll be great. If we don't make it, most likely it'll be Tuesday morning. Monday or Tuesday morning for our next deck tech, everyone. All right, Inti. Does it survive? Oh, it's got a Temple Garden and a Llanowar Elves. Okay. Not sure what they're trying to do, but okay. We will... We'll swing here. We'll put a counter. Opponents. Oh. Now they exile it. Okay. It's fine. We'll decline the discard now. I'm not sure what our opponent's playing. I haven't seen anybody plays Ride's End, so, 5 cards in hand. Eldritch Evolution. Okay. Not what they're going to get right now, but we'll see. Okay, Formidable Speaker. Okay. So, wait, what deck is this? I have no idea what they're playing. Sneaky Toilet. I've just gotten past Slay Spider 2, so if you're down for co-op. Okay. Well, again, as always, can't promise anything. I don't think I actually have that game right now, but I have to kind of look into it. There are a handful of games that I've been kind of eyeballing and going, I really want to play certain things. Okay, so, We'll wait it out here a bit. Okay, we got the Cool But Rude. That's good. That's what we wanted. All right, so we got our Cool But Rude, and then we will pump this up. So we can start doing our thing. Okay. Hushwood Verge. So obviously that means Overlord comes in. No surprise there. That's fine. It's a tap land. They can swing if they want to. That's fine as well. And the ticking comes down. So here, we need to now stage our comeback. Draw 3. Big draw here. We'll play the Cliff now. Play the Mako. So now we have everything in play. Lots of card draw here. Lots of heavy damage going to be swinging at our opponent in just a few moments. Our opponent does have... Oh, they have the Skyclave. Come on! Wait, they picked the Mako? I'm surprised they didn't pick Kulbarud. I thought that would have been a far more heavier card to hit. Okay, well. So we discard 3. Paying our opponent for 6. Nice. Draw another card. Okay, Alms of the Veins. So for here... okay. Guess we'll swing now. We will discard Alms of the Vein. Okay. Get some more pinging. Alright. We will then discard again to get rid of Skyclave. Throw away Fiery Temper. Alright, we're doing it. Down to 5. Down to 2. We do get back our creature just as an illusion. Does our opponent... Now they have to chump block. Okay. We're back in this fight. Back in the fight. So, if our opponent does not have life gain this next turn here, we get the win. Elish Norn. That doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We throw away a card. It doesn't matter. Ping our opponent for 2. And that is game. Yeah. All right, all right. Victory goes to us once again. We're hanging in there. Okay. So, looking at the clock, this will now be our final game for the stream, everyone. The last one for today. So thank you so much, everyone who has been supporting us throughout the whole stream. I really appreciate all of you today. You've all been fabulous. But this will be it, everyone. Let's lock it in. Let's get our hype going here.
It's time to
Yeah. All right. Let's do this. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. We'll get one more win for today. We can do it. Ellie Gamer, can you tell me what animal is Grim? Wait. Grim from... Wait, what game? I'm not sure what game you're talking about there, Ellie Gamer. Sorry. Not sure. But if you can help me with that, let me know. Okay, so here we go. So we got our elves, we got the Kubel Root, and we got the monument. So we got our 2 great payoffs for us. We will play first off the Verge. So let's see. Iron Shield Elf should come in first. Then we go into Cool But Rude. Or we can also do Monument too. Either one works really well. Generous Visitor. Okay, so enchantment deck? We'll see how this goes. Let's see, so... Okay, they're starting to pump themselves up. So if we don't get our 3rd land drop here, we'll just play Cool But Rude. If we do get it, we can get Monument to Endurance. Okay, Fiery Temper. Okay, so... Actually, here's what we're going to do. Does our opponent block? Do they? If they do block, we can then just tap. Okay, so they do it, so... Throw away a Fiery Temper. Hit the Generous Visitor before it gets too big. We do take damage, but that's a small price to pay. Alright, and the Spirit As out of the way. Okay, skies are clear. Or I guess I should say ground is clear. Okay, Restoration of a Gonjo. Okay, opponents. Digging out of planes, that's cute. The Grim from the game you're playing right now. Wait, Grim? Wait, do I have a Grim in my deck? I'm confused. Hold on one second. Hurt ourselves again. Those pain lands are painful. No discarding right now. We have a lot of good stuff in hand, so we'll just wait it out. So, Monument to Endurance. They flip. They throw away the planes to get it out for free. Oh, actually, hold on. Oh, Ossification. That's annoying.
We can't discard our way out of that. So, Kirin touched Orochi. Okay, another monument. So, let's see here. I guess we'll play it this way. Alright, we're going to have to go with the non-creature shenanigans for now. We'll see if this is enough. Is the Grim even a good card if you get it? I guess it depends on the situation, Ellie Gamer. Okay, opponent is doing their swings. They are going to eat our cards in the graveyard. I mean, we honestly don't care about that. We just care about actually just trying to go through our whole deck before it's too late here. So, Iron Shield Elf. Number 2. So, if we need to, we can enable him instantly just to make sure things are out of the way. Okay, opponent. Probably swinging with just the Architect, okay? Block here. We will discard Fiery Temper. We will draw a card. Hit them with the Madness. Okay. Nice. That softens it up enough for our Iron Shield Elf to actually do something. Oh, we'll touch the Spirit Realm. Okay, well, opponent's got shenanigans here. Well, now I feel like now we wasted our burn. Maybe we should just go to face. Ossification again. Okay. Joy. Opponent is playing a good game here. They're definitely hanging in there, and they get to reset the Restoration. Okay. Well, definitely a tricky match here. So, tapped. Monument number 2. Okay. So, let's see. I think our way to victory here is going to have to be if we can trigger off Cool But Rude to level 3. Maybe we have a shot. Can you read my comments when you end the stream? Oh, wait. Your comments where, if you don't want me asking? Sorry. I just want to make sure I'm just trying to help you out there a little bit. Alright, opponent is swinging. We still have a lot of life, so that's not the thing we're worried about. We're just trying to see if we can close this out here now. Okay, we also have a Restless Vents, too. Okay, oh, no, so we got a mountain, so that's nice. So, level 2. And level 3. Okay, we'll go full control now. So with this, we want to make sure we can get this right. Get the Fiery Temper to guarantee we will be able to hit our opponent here. Okay. So here's how we do this. We make the treasure. Make our opponent lose 3 life. Play the Madness. Hit them to 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Kami. So our only final way to get through this now is we have to swing with Restless Vents and hopefully close it out then and there. Ossification? Wait. We don't have any creatures. Oh, okay. They're just pumping it up just to stop us. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, down to 3. So can we win it here and now? This is now the turn. So from here, turn it on. Okay, we attack. We will discard. Throw away the Alms of the Veins. Okay, so I think we can get the win here. Drain our opponent. Make a treasure, so we have enough damage. 7, 4. Down to 1. We discard our last Alms of the Vein. And there you go, everyone. That's our final victory for today, everyone. Make the treasure, because why not? Make them lose 3 points, 2 damage, and there you go.
What a comeback there. We were on the verge of losing there, but we got our last win here. Yeah. All right. Nice. What a way to end it. That was a great end to us, everyone. Okay, so our final game has now ended. Let's go down to the wrap-up. Let's talk about this deck overall. So, KZ's Madness for the Pioneer format, everyone. What do you think of the deck? Do you like it? Would you play this deck in any way, shape, or form? To be honest, I really like how this deck turned out. Even on a budget of only 13 rares in Arena, this deck is fun. It is a very fun deck, and I really do enjoy it. To the point where I think I'm probably going to put this one down as one of my favorites that I've played so far on stream. I'll actually might put this deck together if I can, as long as it's not too expensive, in paper. I'll maybe make a paper version of the deck because I'm pretty sure this should be a pretty budget deck for me to put together. Solid deck overall, a lot of fun. Sorry. Ugh, that was disgusting. Oh, all right. I'll try to take more medication, everyone. Any case, okay. Breathing in. So yes, deck is solid. I do enjoy the deck overall. I was really happy with how it turned out. It was a very fun one today. Deck is highly synergistic with everything we had. Overall, if you can get that couple of cards to start spinning and drawing and discarding, it is a fun deck. It's hilarious. I love what it does. Definitely would recommend this if you're a fan of aggro and discard shenanigans. And also, it definitely feels very anti-meta right now with a lot of decks trying to make you discard. So that actually goes in your favor. Definitely play this one. I'm not sure if we could play this in best of 3 though, because once the gimmick is revealed, a lot of opponents probably can kind of stop us. Our biggest weakness that surprisingly we didn't run into too much in today's stream was our deck is susceptible to spot removal very easily. We did have some games where spot removal did kind of kill us a bit, but it actually didn't happen too often. I was actually surprised that we managed to kind of bypass control decks a lot and combo decks. So I've been pretty happy with overall how it feels. Upgraded version definitely feels strong too. Feels solid. We didn't really get even a chance to really kind of play Rankle, so maybe you guys were right earlier, so probably what I would say, cut the Rankle. You actually don't even need them. You can just go up with all the big scores. So extra copies of big score probably would help us out a lot more overall with the game plan. So realistically, all you want to do is upgrading the mana base, put in the NT here. Even that's not even like a requirement. It's just, again, something that helps us with more consistency and more pressure on damage. But if you prefer Cam and Ferric, i.e., what is it, Green Goblin from Spider-Man, or whichever version you want to call it, either way, Cam and Ferric, great on budget, but NT is also pretty cheap in paper too, so play it however you want, everyone. The main core of the deck is solid as is, and I would definitely recommend this for players out there that are fans of this kind of style of gameplay. But before we go for today, and of course, if you made it this far into the video itself, the live stream, thank you so much for being a true fighter friend and hanging out with me today. Now we're going to talk about very briefly what is to come for the next couple of days in terms of content. So real quick, our next deck tech is based around Leo's life gain. So this is going to be a life gain deck for the Pioneer format. We definitely have this done. We just need to finish editing it, and this deck should be ready to go to talk about in depth with some gameplay coming up on Monday morning or Tuesday morning. So it's coming, everyone. After that, I actually did get gifted a pack of Ninja Turtle cards, just one pack. I wasn't planning on buying any packs, so the fact that I was able to get one, so I'll crack it and I'll just show it off over on YouTube there. So that short will be up, if not again Monday morning, might be Wednesday morning. It just depends on what I have planned. But otherwise, after that, future decks. The next deck after Leo will be a Donatello deck focused on artifacts. Still kind of tweaking this one, so this is still a bit of a work in progress, but it is coming. So that one will be the next one coming up. As far as our next live stream, we do have a Shredder deck that I am looking forward to playing with. Still needs a little bit more tweaking, so it's not quite done yet, but Shredder is coming, so that will be a deck we're going to be building around. As far as other characters and creatures we have kind of focused on, I'm not sure beyond that one. I'm still going to look at some of the other characters we haven't had a chance to build around. Maybe an April O'Neil deck. Maybe we'll start doing the team-up decks in Brawl. Who knows? We still have a lot to work with Turtles. I know it's not, again, the most enjoyable for some fans out there that actually don't want sets like this. And again, I haven't mentioned it before. I personally wouldn't want Turtles to be in Standard Magic. If it's in Commander, fine. But in paper and, again, Standard, I've already made enough comments on it. But if nothing else, it's at least fun. So I will admit that. I can see it on the fact that it's a fun set. It's not, again, fits Magic perfectly, but it still at least is a fun set. So don't knock it till you tried it, everyone. There are some fun cards in here that actually do, will get you some enjoyment out of it. But otherwise,
that's going to be it for today, everyone. Before we go, as always, I do want to make sure I give out one final shout out to everyone that was in the chat. So all of you that were chatting today, and if I do miss you, I do apologize. Sometimes the chat moves a little faster than I think. But shout outs again to Den Splendid, as always, being there for my True Fire friend. I hope, again, you do maintain your safety where you're at. So please let us know and check in when you can to make sure we know that you are doing okay. Shout outs also to others that were in the chat today. So again, Jason Kirk, thanks again for popping in for a little bit there. Also, we have, of course, 319S Finest 8. Thanks again also for popping in as well for a little bit as well. Thanks also for the great commentary there. Ellie Gamer 105. Thanks again for also for popping in just as much there. Or I should say, wait, what was it? It's 0105, but still, thank you. Sorry, Crest. Just fixing myself there. Sneaky Toilet, as always. Thank you again also for popping in as well. So thanks you for that. And for those of you that are watching but lurking, I still appreciate you guys popping in just the same. Still appreciate you guys showing the love. Even if you may not join us on the chat, your eyeballs just on me is still something I really appreciate. So don't feel like you have to pressure yourself to chat. Just popping in still is something I love just the same. But otherwise, that's going to be it for today, everyone. I now need to get ready for my big boy job so I can sustain myself until the day comes where I can finally do this full time. But until that day comes, I got to do real world stuff. So that means I am now out for this afternoon. Have a wonderful afternoon, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll get a chance to do this again next weekend, hopefully at the same time. It should be around 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But until then, my final thing I want to leave you with is just remember that no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. We will see you again next weekend, everyone, on Friday. Later.